Okay, I'll share the screen now once again. Okay, so here we have double cover butt joint, as I told you. Okay, and the thickness of cover plate is 8 mm. You can see we have two cover plates, and the thickness of cover plate is 8 mm, and the thickness of main plate is 12 mm. Okay, and you can see the bolts are joined here. Okay, bolts are connected here. Okay, to have a double cover butt joint. Okay, now we'll continue with this. Okay, now again, design strength of bolt. First of all, okay, design strength of bolt. So here, first of all, again, shear strength of bolt, as I told you. So VDSP is equal to VNSP upon gamma MB. Okay, as I told you, you will get it this from IS 800 2007. Then again, what is VNSP? VNSP is FV by root 3 NN into ANB and NS into ASB. Okay, so can you tell me, anyone, what do you mean by ANB and what do you mean by ASB, or what do you mean by the NN or NS? Please, we'll have small discussion over the previous session. I'll just have revision over that, so that for the solution of problems for today's session will be easier. Okay, what is ANB? What is ASB? Can anyone? Shashank, like?
So, area of bar.
Area bar illa, area bolt.
Bolt.
Yes. ANB is for area of bolt, that is threaded bolt.
0.78.
Yes, area of threaded bolt. ASB is area of shank portion of the bolt. Correct, na? Is it correct?
Sir.
Okay, yes, very good, very good. Now, here, the ANB stands for the area of threaded portion of bolt, and ASB is area of shank portion of the bolt. Okay, so and NN and NS is the number of interfaces or the bolt intercepting shear plane. Okay, the bolt, the number of planes intercepting the shear plane. Okay, as I discussed in the last session. Okay, and I told you, because we have assumed fully threaded bolt, so what will happen that time? This terms will become 0. This term will become 0. Or if we assume the shank portion intercepting the shear plane, that time this term will become 0. If it is not mentioned in the question, okay, that you have to assume. Okay, you can assume the shank portion intercepting shear plane or the threads intercepting shear plane. Okay, as I told you, the bolt will have, during the fabrication, it may be fully threaded bolt or it may be partially threaded bolt. Okay, so based on that or based on your assumption, you can do changes in this term. Okay, so in my solution, I have assumed the threads are intercepting shear plane, means the bolt is having full threads. Okay, so that's why you have to consider, okay, only NN into NB. So this term will become 0. In that case, this term will become 0. Okay, so here, now, next, this is very important here. NN is number of planes intercepting shear plane. Now it is 2. In the previous two cases, it was 1. Now it is 2. Can anyone answer this? Why it is 2? In this, that is in case 3, why it is 2?
Cover, double cover.
Yes. Anyone? Apart from Shashank, anyone? Rasha? Seema?
Sir,
Yes, sir, because there are two cover plates.
Who? Because of?
There are two cover plates above the
Yes.
main plate
Anyone?
and below.
Two interface, sir.
There are two interfaces are there. You can see in the diagram you can see in the figure here. यहाँ पे देखो, we have one interface here and we have another interface here. Means two shear planes, two interfaces. Because of the two interfaces, okay, between first cover and main plate and another, the second cover plate and main plate, there are two interfaces. Previous case, if you check, so I am trying to highlight previous case, it was only one cover plate and only one interface. Okay, so that was the reason we have taken Nn is equal to 1. Okay, now but here we have only, but here we have two interfaces. We have two interfaces, so that's why we have to consider Nn is equal to 2. Okay. Now, okay, two numbers. So that's why it is two numbers. So substitute in the formula. Okay. Fu by root 3, 2. Now here we have to make it 2. 2 into 0.78 into 0.2 into 0.78 into pi by 4 d square. Correct ना? यहाँ पे देखो. Nn into A and B. So Nn is 2 here now. Into A and B is 0.78 pi by 4 d square. 0.78 pi by 4 d square. So we got VNSB is equal to this. So therefore VDSB is equal to VNSB upon gamma MB. So we got 90.55. We got 90.55. Correct? And now bearing strength of bolt. So we got the shear strength of bolt. Next we'll move on to bearing strength of bolt. Okay. So the formula remains same. VDPB is equal to VNPB upon gamma MB. So VNPB is equal to 2.5 kb TPFU. So kb we have calculated already. No need to calculate again and again. Okay. As I explained how to calculate kb also. So no need to calculate again and again. So next, the diameter of bolt is also given 20. Now, the important is here thickness. Important here is the thickness. Okay. So what course says, as per clause number 10.3.4, page number 75. If you refer that page number 75 and clause number 10.3.4, the T is, it should be list of, okay, T, it should be list of, first is the summation of thickness of cover plate. The summation of thickness of cover plates. Okay. So we have two cover plates, 8 plus 8, 16. Two cover plates, that is 8 plus 8, 16. Or second case, thickness of main plate. It should be thickness of main plate. So out of these two, whichever is minimum, that you have to consider. Out of these two, whichever is minimum, that you have to consider. Okay. So listen carefully here, because we have double cover butt joint. So in case of double cover butt joint, what course says, we have to do the summation of cover plates. So we have two cover plates of each having 8 mm and 8 mm thickness. So we got first thickness as 16 mm and the thickness of main plate is 12 mm. So we have to consider minimum of these two. So we got T is equal to 12 mm. T is equal to 12 mm. So come back and substitute here. So we got 2.5 kb TPFU. Okay. So we got VNPB is equal to 121.68 divided by partial shift factor. You have to make it. So we got 97.344 kilonewton. So therefore, the design strength of bolt is 90.55 because 97.34 is bearing strength and the shear strength we have got it as 90.55. So least of these two is 90.55. So we got the strength of bolt as 90.55 kilonewton. So that I can conclude here, when the bolt is connected with butt joint with double cover plate, the bolt is connected with butt joint with double cover plate, it can carry a force of, or it can attract the force, or it can offer the force of 90.55 kilonewton. It can attract, or it can offer, or it can take the force up to 90.55 kilonewton. Okay. So this is regarding in case 3. Please, if you have any doubts in case 3, you can ask. Yes, do you have any doubts in case 3? So you can free to ask. Yes, anyone having doubt in case 3 regarding anything? Otherwise, I'll continue with the case 4. No one is having doubt? Shall I continue? Yes, please, anyone? Shall I continue?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now we'll move on to case 4. This is also very important. Case 4. Can you see the screen? Can you see the image or diagram? Yes, anyone?
Yes,
Rasha?
sir.
Can you see Rasha?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you rotate the screen and check Rasha.
Yes, sir.
How it is now? Can you see the screen, full screen?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You take the screenshot and share with me. We'll see. Okay. Now we have double cover butt joint with packing plate. Now this is again one more case. We have double cover butt joint with packing plate. Okay. Now in the image you can see we have two cover plates. We have two cover plates plus the main plate and another main plate. What is the difference here between the previous case and this case? We can see here one main plate, this main plate is having thickness of 16 mm. Another main plate is having thickness of 8 mm. So because of that, there is a gap here. There is a gap between the cover plate. There is a gap between the cover plate. Okay. So that is the reason. To fill that gap. Okay. To fill that gap, packing plate is used. So this is a packing plate. Okay. To fill that gap, the packing plate is inserted in that. Okay. So only that is a change. Okay. Only that is a change here. But because of the packing plate, there is small change in the calculation. There will be small change in the calculation. Okay. Now we'll move on to calculation. Okay. Now here we have, first of all, the design strength of bolt. So first of all, shear strength of bolt. Okay. Shear strength of bolt, which is given by VNSB upon gamma MB. Okay. So 400 by root 3 into, again we have two intercepts here. One intercept, another intercept. Okay. For packing plate, don't consider three intercepts here. Because for packing plate, we have another multiplication. Okay. We don't have to consider three. We have to check which is between the main plate and the cover plate. The intercept between main plate and cover plate. That is very important thing. Otherwise, if you see here, we have three intercepts, 1, 2, 3, but it is between packing plate. So don't consider that. We have to consider between main plate and cover plate. So we have two intercepts here. So 2 into, again, assuming fully threaded bolt, 0.78 pi by 4 d square. Clear? So we got this. And the course says when the packing plate is used, okay, as per clause number 10.3.3, page number 75, as per clause number 10.3.3.3, again referring page number 75, we have to multiply additional factor for packing plate. For shear strength, we have to multiply additional factor, which is nothing but beta pk into bracket of 1 minus 0.0125 tpk, where tpk is what? Thickness of packing plate. And the thickness of packing plate is 8 mm. Thickness of packing plate is how much? 8 mm. Okay. So we have to calculate the multiplication factor beta pk from the code by referring page number 75, 1 minus 0.0125 tpk. Okay. So here we get the factor. And this factor will be applicable only when the thickness of plate, that will be applicable this factor will be applicable. This whole factor will be applicable. Sorry. This beta pk will be applicable only when the thickness of plate T should be more than 6 mm. Only when you have to multiply this factor, when the thickness of packing plate, if it is more than or equal to, more than 6 mm. It should be more than 6 mm. Only in that case you have to multiply this additional factor due to packing plate. Now our case, the thickness of packing plate is 8 mm, so we have to multiply. So we got the factor here, 0.9. So you multiply this factor here. This is for packing plate, 0.9 into, we got VNSP. Then again VDSP is equal to VNSP upon gamma MB. So we got the shear strength of bolt as 81.5 kilonewton. 81.5 kilonewton. Understood? So this is the first, that is shear strength of bolt. Now we have bearing strength of bolt. So again it is VDP is equal to VNP upon gamma MB, 2.5 kb dTFE. Everything it will remain same. Again and again you have to use same formula. You have to repeat. We have diameter, we have kb, we have fu, and the thickness again. Summation of core plate 6 plus 6. You can see we have two core plates of having thickness 6 and 6. Okay, I have not mentioned here, but I'll mention it and I'll share the copy, same copy in your group. So summation of core plate 6 plus 6 12, main plate 8, and we have another main plate 16. We have three thicknesses here. One is summation of core plate and main plate having two thicknesses 8 and 16. So we have to consider least of these. So we got the T as 8 mm. Are you getting now? So we got the summation of core plate 6 plus 6 12. Main plate we have 8 mm and 16 mm. So least of these three. So we got T is 8 mm. Okay. Then again by substituting the formula we got this. Therefore the design strength of bolt equal to bolt value. Design strength of bolt equal to bolt value, we got 64.9 kilonewton. So that I can conclude a bolt having double cover butt joint with packing plate, can carry a force of, or can take a force of 64.9 kilonewton. 64.9 kilonewton. So again, in this case, if you have any doubts, okay, if you have any doubts, please ask. Anyone? If you have any doubt, please ask. Yes? Anyone? Sima?
Yes, sir.
Rasha?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts?
No, sir.
Diksha?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts?
No,
Sir,
sir.
ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ
Huh?
ಸರ್ ಶಶಾಂಕಿನ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತಾನ
Huh?
ಮೆಸೇಜ್
Yara?
ಇದು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತಾನ ನೋಡಿ ಇನ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಸರ್
ಯಾರು ಮಾಡತ್ತಾರು?
ಮನೀಶ್ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಇದು ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಸರ್ ಅವಂಗ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್
ಹಾ ಓಕೆ. ಅವ್ನ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಚಾಲು ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದಾನು, ಮತ್ತೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಈಗ? ಮಾಡಂತ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಮಾಡಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಂತ
ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್
ಹೇಳ, ಜಲ್ದಿ ಹೇಳ. Yes, anyone have doubts? Yes, I have admitted Manish. Yes, anyone having doubt? Manish, why are late, Manish? Manish Patil. Okay. So I'll share another PDF. Okay. We'll solve one more problem here now. Okay. I'll share the screen now. Is it visible? Yes, anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now we'll solve one more problem. Okay, so in this we have to find out, or we have to determine the strength and efficiency of the joint. Okay, in the previous, so we have solved the four cases, that is lap joint, single cover butt joint, double cover butt joint, and double cover butt joint with vacuum plate. Okay, so there we used to calculate the design strength of bolt, but here we have to find out the strength of joint, not single bolt, together joint. Okay, we have to find out the strength of joint and its efficiency. So now here again we have, okay, you can see here, determine the strength and efficiency of the joint. Okay, the joint shown below using M24 bolts. Okay, using M24 bolts of property class 4.6, and the ultimate tensile strength of plate is 410 Newton per mm square. Okay, so again you have to use M24 bolt of property class 4.6. Now what do you mean by M24? Can anyone tell me what do you mean by M24? क्या मीनिंग है M24 का? Yes, anyone? See, M24 means what? Huh? Yes, you are correct.
So diameter 24 mm.
24 M. Yes, M24 means M is metric system. You are in metric system, so M is stand for metric. Otherwise, only 24 means whether it is in inch, feet, mm, meter, kilometer. Okay, so that's why they have mentioned M24. In metric system, 24. So it is diameter. Diameter of bolt is 24, and the property class of bolt is 4.6. Now, what do you mean by this again? What do you mean by this? 4.6 intimate, or it indicates what? What does it indicate?
Ultimate and yield stress.
Yes, very good, very good. Okay, so that indicates the ultimate strength of bolt and the yield strength of bolt. Okay, now we have again the lap joint here. Okay, lap joint with three number of rows of bolt with two bolts in each row. Are you getting? We have three rows of bolts, and in each row we have two bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have three rows. One row, second row, third row. Okay. Now the pitch and edge distance is also given. The pitch is given here 70 mm and the edge distance or end distance is given is 40 mm. Okay, so this is given here. And the width of plate is 150 mm. The width of plate is 150 mm. Okay, so here first of all you note down the given data. This is very important. Always you have to note down the given data. So given data are here. So for M24 balls of property class 4.6, the diameter is 24 and therefore the D naught will be 24 plus 2, 26. Correct? You have to take the diameter plus clearance. Diameter plus clearance. So 24 plus 2, 26 mm. Next we have FUB, that is the ultimate tensile strength of bolt, 400, and the yield stress is 240. That is multiplying 0.6 into 400. Then for steel, they have given the strength of plate. The ultimate tensile strength of plate is 410 Newton per mm square. And this is also given, pitch is given, edge is given. Pitch distance is given as 70 mm. Edge distance E is given as 40 mm. Now we'll move on to further calculation. Okay. So we have to find out the strength of joint. So for the calculation of strength of joint, we should have strength of bolt first. Once you get the strength of bolt, then you can easily find out strength of joint. So again, shear strength of bolt, VDS is equal to VNSB upon gamma MB. So using the same formula, again assuming fully threaded bolts. See, I have written here because it is not mentioned in the question. So I have assumed fully threaded bolts. So threads are intercepting shear plate. So I repeat once again, by assuming fully threaded bolts, so what will happen? Threads will intercept shear plane here. So in between this, the threads will intercept shear plane. So because of that, what will happen? This term will become 0 again. Okay. Now here we have, okay. VNS is equal to 400 by root 3 into number of shear planes. You can see NN is 1 here. Okay, NN is 1. Then pi by 4 B square into 0.78 divided by partial shift factor. We got this, that is 65.2 kilonewton. The shear strength of bolt is 65.2 kilonewton. Therefore, now this is very important. The shear strength of the joint is shear strength of bolt into number of bolts. Okay. So we got 65.2 into 6 numbers. So we got 391.2 kilonewton. That is the shear strength of joint. Shear carried by single bolt into number of bolts. If you multiply, we got the total strength of joint. That is shear strength of joint is 391.2 kilonewton. Okay. Now we have next, that is bearing strength of bolt. Which is nothing but V and PB upon gamma MB again. Okay. Same formula you have to repeat. So calculate KB first. So we have 4 categories here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So by this we get KB. We got 0.512. You have to choose least of these. Okay. Then we have diameter. Then we have thickness. Thickness is 60 mm. 16 mm plate thickness. Then again substitute the formula, calculate. So we got VDP is equal to this 157.28. So therefore strength of joint in bearing. Is again strength of bolt in bearing. That is for single bolt, multiply number of bolts. So we get this. So that is the bearing strength of joint. So we got the bearing strength of joint as 943.71 kilonewton. 943.71 kilonewton. Correct? We got the bearing strength of joint as 943 and the shear strength of joint as 391.2 kilonewton. Okay. So this is for bolt. This is for bolt because we have to find out the joint strength, not for single bolt or for plate. You have to find out when the whole joint is subjected to external force, how much load it can take. That whole joint, how much load it can take or how much force it can offer. Okay. Then we have to check the tensile strength of plate also, because that plate is also in the joint. That plate will also subject the force. That plate will also carry the force. So that we have to check what should be the strength of plate also. Okay. Now the tensile strength of plate, again, this is also as per code. The code is given clause number 6.3, page number 30. So to go to clause number 6.3 and page number 30. In that, the formula is given TDB is equal to 0.9 AN into FU upon gamma ml. Very simple formula. 0.9 AN FU upon gamma ml. Now, what is AN here? AN is the net section of the plate. Net section by deducting bolt hole. By deducting bolt hole. Okay. We have B minus ND naught. B minus ND naught into T. B minus and D naught into T. Now I'll explain. What is B? B is nothing the width of plate. It is width of plate. N is the number of bolt hole. Number of holes provided in the plate. D naught is the diameter of hole. D naught is the diameter of hole. Then T is we have thickness of plate. Now you can see this. This is very important. This part. Please concentrate here. This part. Okay. So the connection is, if you see the plan here, yes, this is the plan. So when the plate is subjected to external force, when the plate is subjected to external force, there is a tensile force. So there are three types of failure here, or the mainly bolt may fail or plate may fail. Either bolt will fail or either plate will fail. There are two possibilities. If the bolt fail, the bolt may fail in shear or in bearing. The bolt will fail. It may be fail in shear or it may fail in bearing. So already we have calculated the strength. Now, if plate fails, how it fails? That is very important. So that is the reason. Please look at here. When, as I told you, when the plate subjected to external force, what will happen? The plate try to get elongate due to tension. The plate try to get elongate due to tension like this way, and even on this side, because the tensile force is applied. And due to that, how the force will travel in the plate? How the force will travel? Because I am applying force from this side, the force will travel like this. Even from this side, it will travel like this. Okay. So during the traveling of force to the plate, it will come into contact with bolt or bolt hole. It will come into contact with bolt hole. If I consider two sections here in the plate, if I consider two sections here, you have to answer this. If I cut a plate here and if I cut a plate here, which section may fail first? अगर आप प्लेट को यहाँ से यहाँ पे देखोगे, इसके ऊपर एक फोर्स अप्लाई हो रहा है. The plate is subjected to external force, or I'll redraw here. We'll go down and I'll redraw. Okay, I'll redraw here. We have a plate here, and that plate is having a hole, a bolt hole. And if I consider two sections, one section here and one section here, and the plate subjected to external force T or P, which section will fail first? Either section 1 or either section 2. Can anyone answer? Yes, I am waiting for the answer. Shall I repeat? So when the plate subjected to a tension force on both the sides, and that plate having a bolt hole, okay, and when the force travel in the plate, there are two possibilities. Either plate fail here or here, along section 1 or along section 2. But the failure takes place first, that is, it may 1 or 2. So can anyone answer which section will fail first? Or
Section
along
1.
section the plate will... Yes, very good, very good. Why? Because there is a reduction in the area. Correct or not? There is reduction in the area because of making of hole in the plate. We have reduced the area. So that's why you have to calculate the critical section area. Critical section area. So that is nothing but AL, net area. Net area. So that's why it is the total width minus we have to deduct the bolt hole. So I have considered the section along the bolt hole or the bolt line, section along the bolt line. So along the bolt line we have two number of bolts, 2 into 26, 2 into 26 into the thickness of plate. What is the actual area? B into T. Actual area is B into T. But we have to deduct the number of bolt hole made in the plate along the section. So we have 2 bolt hole into the diameter of bolt hole is 26. So B minus this we have to do into thickness. So we got this. Okay. So what will happen? How the failure takes place? See, this part will fail. It will come out, and this part will come out like this. It is called as tearing of plate. Due to tension, the plate will tear off along the section, along the critical section, because we have number of bolt hole are 2 in that critical section. So that's why you substitute again here. So we get TDN. We get TDN. Okay. So this is the design tensile strength of plate. The design tensile strength of plate. Okay. So therefore, the strength of the joint is least of. The strength of joint is least of. One is shear strength of joint, bearing strength of joint, and the tensile strength of plate. These three you have to consider. 1, 2, 3. Shear strength of joint, bearing strength of joint, and the tensile strength of joint. I have already noted down here. 1 is shear, second is bearing, third is tensile strength of plate. So out of these three, we got this is the least one. So this is nothing but the strength of joint. This is nothing but strength of joint. Clear? So they are asked to calculate. You go back and if you check, they are asked to calculate what? Strength and efficiency. So we have calculated first part. We have determined the first part, that is strength. Now the next is efficiency. How to calculate efficiency? We'll check now. Okay. Now for efficiency, again we have the formula here. For efficiency of the joint is the strength of the joint. Efficiency is called as eta. This is eta. This sign convention is eta. The not sign convention. The symbol for that it is eta. That is strength of joint divided by strength of solid plate. Okay, strength of joint divided by strength of solid plate into 100. For getting in percentage, we have to multiply 100. Okay. What is efficiency rate? How much the joint is out of 100%, our joint is how much efficient to carry the force. How much efficient to carry the force. If more efficiency, the joint is good in condition, or you can grade. Efficiency is more, the joint is strong. Efficiency is less, the joint is weak. The joint is weak. That you can say. So for that, you have to find out the efficiency. So the formula is here: strength of the joint divided by strength of the joint. Next, you have to calculate what is strength of solid plate. So for that, again, you have to use the same formula, strength of solid plate. But only change here, you have to take the area of solid plate, because here it is a strength of solid plate. Here it is a strength of solid plate. So that's why you have to take the area of solid plate itself. Okay. So the AG is gross area of the plate, BW into T. Gross area of the plate, BW into T. So BW is 50, that is width of plate, and the thickness is 60. So we get this. And go back and substitute here. So we get strength of solid plate. Then this divided by this into 100. So we got the efficiency of the joint is 55.21%. The joint is efficient to carry the force only 55%. It can efficient, or you can grade medium efficient, not high or not low. Okay, so this is regarding calculation of strength of joint and strength of efficiency. Regarding this, again, if you have doubt, please ask now. Please ask the queries. Please ask the doubts. Yes. No one is having doubts. So I'll just rotate the screen. I'll just scroll the screen. You check and let me know if you have any doubts. Yes, no one is having doubt. No one? Somia? I think Somia is not there in today's meeting. Shadab Annigiri. Shadab? Any doubts?
No, sir. No, sir.
No. Why? Because you are not attended seriously, or attended too seriously, so we don't have any doubts. Okay. Shakir?
Yes,
Any
sir.
doubts? So I'll share the PDF.
सर जितना
You
सुना
both-
उतना
हाँ?
समझा
बोलो बोलो.
सर जितना सुना है उतना समझा सर
जितना सुना है उतना समझा है.
थोड़ा लेट अटेंड किया ना
हाँ.
हाँ
ओके. अभी लास्ट पार्ट में कुछ डाउट है क्या? वो टेंसाइल स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ प्लेट कैसे कैलकुलेट किए, उसमें कुछ डाउट है?
नहीं सर उसमें नहीं
ठीक है. रोहन कट्टीमनी. रोहन? नॉट देयर इन द मीटिंग. Manish Patel, late entry. Manish Patel,
Yes, sir.
any doubts?
Sir, starting part.
ಏನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಡೌಟ್ ಐತೆ?
ಸರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಒಂದು 2-3 ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಅವಾಗ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ರೀ.
ಓಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ
ಓಕೆ. ದೀಪೇಶ್, ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್? ಕೋಮಲ್?
No, sir.
ಮಧುಸೂದನ್ GB?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
ಪದ್ಮಶ್ರೀ,
Yes, sir.
ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್?
No, sir.
ಸಂಜಿತಾ?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll come back to you. And if I ask question, you have to answer it, huh? Sanjita,
हाँ sir.
I'll come back to you and I'll ask the doubt. You have to answer it.
हाँ sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Very good. Yasin Bhagwan. Yasin Bhagwan.
Yes, sir.
क्या रे,
Yes, sir.
क्लास अटेंड कर रहे हो क्या? क्या कर रहे हो?
हाँ सर कर रहा हूँ.
क्या आज फर्स्ट डे है तुम्हारा?
हाँ सर, थोड़ा तबीयत ठीक नहीं था सर, इसलिए। और रमजान महीना चल रहा है ना सर।
इसलिए बहुत
फास्टिंग।
बहुत बिरयानी बहुत खा रहा है क्या?
नहीं सर, ऐसा क्या नहीं सर।
ठीक है, चलो अटेंड करो अभी क्लास. ओके.
हाँ सर, ठीक है सर।
Okay, for Manish, I'll have a discussion over the starting steps. Before that, Diksha, is not there. Okay, the starting steps here. So we have to find out the strength and efficiency. I told you. So for that, see, there is only change in the sentence here, but the steps will remain same. Everything it will remain same. Okay. For the given data, we have the two plates of lap joint, each plate having thickness of 16 mm. Okay. अगर इस केस में, see, I forgot to tell you that if in this case, if you have two plates of different thicknesses, two plates are different thicknesses, in that case, what you have to do? Okay, so we have to take the least thickness in while considering T, wherever T will be there, so that in that T you have to take the minimum thickness of two plates. Now here the two plates are in same thickness, so no problem. Okay, but if the thickness is varies, so that time you have to choose the least thickness. Understood? Now the pitch distance is given, edge distance is given. So these are the given data here. Okay, these are the given data. So here we have to find out the strength of joint. Okay, because they have given the 6 number of bolts connecting with lap joint. So that joint, how much force it can take, that you have to find out. Okay. So before calculating strength of joint, we have to find out the strength of bolt. So shear strength of bolt again by using same formula, VDS is equal to VNSB upon gamma MB. Okay. So VNSB will be FP by root 3 into NN into ANB plus NS into ASB. So as I told you, assuming fully threaded bolt, this term will become 0. Neglect. Okay, you have to neglect that. Now VNSB is, we have got this 81.5 divided by percent safety factor 65.2. So this is for single bolt. Now what you have to do? You have to multiply the number of bolts. One bolt into number of bolts. So we have 6 number of bolts. Okay. So multiplying 6, we got 391.2. Then we got the bearing strength of bolt 2.5 kb dtfu. Same formula. For that you have to find out kb. Okay. So again we have 4 terms for calculation of kb. 0.512 we got from these 4 terms. Okay. Then the diameter is given 24 and the thickness I told you here. If the thickness of plates are varying, okay, you have to take the minimum of 2 plates. Then we have PNPB is again 2.5 kb dtfu. So we got this. Again you multiply number of bolts, so you get the bearing strength of bolt. Then you have to find out the strength, tensile strength of plate also. So as I told you, it is 0.9 AN into FU. So AN is the net area of the plate. So for that you have to deduct the number of bolt holes. You have to deduct the number of bolt holes. Okay. So for that, by deducting we get the net area. So substitute in the formula and calculate the TDL. So we got 3 strength here: shear strength of joint, bearing strength of joint, shear strength, bearing strength, and the tensile strength of plate. Then out of these 3, whichever is minimum, that you have to consider as a strength of joint. So we got this. Then calculate the efficiency. We got the strength of joint. Now next calculate the strength of the efficiency of the joint. So efficiency of the joint is strength of joint divided by strength of solid plate. Correct? So 391.2 divided by strength of solid plate, again by using same formula, 0.9 Ag into Fu on gamma ml. One you have to keep it in your mind. Here you have to multiply the plate ultimate stress. Don't multiply 400. Then it will be wrong. It will be mistake. 400 is for bolt. and for plate it is 410. Even if it is not mentioned in the question, it is fixed. So always you have to take FU for plate is 410 Newton per mm square. Correct? So we have to multiply 410. Don't multiply 400. If you multiply 400, it is wrong. You will not get any marks. So strength of joint divided by strength of solid plate into 100, so you will get efficiency. Okay. So I have revised once again all the steps, and still if you have any doubts, you can ask. Yes, anyone having doubts? Yes, anyone? Yes. So we'll stop here, and still if you have any doubts, you can either contact through WhatsApp. You can share the doubts through WhatsApp, or you can call me. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
So
sir.
we'll stop. Okay. We'll stop here.